to begin, this was never an intention for something I would ever make on YouTube. Not when I started with my original channel idea, and not for when I floated around ideas for showcasing my card game I've been working on. I don't plan on doing this thing ever again. I don't have good editing software, nor do I have a microphone anymore, so excuse the poor quality of everything. So why am I making this video? Well, I've been a fan of Halo since I played Combat Evolved back in 2001. It's my favorite science fiction universe out there. When I heard they were doing a potential remake, I can't say I was enthused. 343's tenure has been disappointing, to put it lightly. I think a CE remake could be awesome if you add in lore from the books while keeping it faithful to the original. But then the reveal came, and I felt overwhelming disappointment. Going into this, my expectations were on the ground, and yet they still managed to go lower. I've seen quite a few videos that talk about the same problems I have, but there's a few things that I don't really see get discussed that usually have to do with more story and character. To start off, we get an extended cutscene for the approach to the silent cartographer. To put it bluntly, this is just unnecessary. In the original game, from the start of the cutscene to boots on sand, it is about 36 seconds, with only 10 of that being actual cutscene, and the rest being from a first-person perspective. Now, it's 61 seconds from the beginning of the cutscene to boots on sand, and none of it is in first person. More cutscene does not equate to better cutscene, especially not in this instance when all they've really added seems to be just for the sake of adding it, rather than to tell us anything new about the characters, the story, or the location. Now let's get into specifics. The Spirit dropships were nowhere to be seen in the original, and are only here to add pew-pew tension for no reason. And they are nowhere to be seen when gameplay starts. And then they made the UNSC simultaneously incompetent, followed by John Wick level accurate. I mean, seriously, watch this part again. The Pelican is aiming and shooting at nothing. And then this third Pelican, which wasn't in the original, gets shot down. Those grunts are shooting at nothing, by the way. Okay, I get they're trying to shoot a Pelican that's decently far away, but these are trained soldiers. They should know to lead their shots. I mean, come on. 343 has always made their Covenant look incompetent, and this is no different. Okay, why is this here? In classic Halo 1, there are only 2 Pelicans. But now they added a third just to have it arbitrarily get shot down. There is this Pelican, which we go to later, but they are not the same Pelican. Cortana explicitly states that this Pelican was bringing heavy weapons after we encountered the Hunters.
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against Hunters, I thought you could use them.
Now, if that sounds different than how you remember it in the original, you'd be right. But we'll talk about the re-recording of voice lines later. This Pelican is not there until after you turn the security system off. If you go there before then, you will find that spot empty and undamaged. This Pelican should not be here. I like getting to see Foehammer, that's nice, but this cutscene does nothing other than provide superficial padding and extend the time it takes to get to gameplay. Getting into the game itself, we are treated to an abundance of asset flipping. The Covenant are just the Halo Infinite designs, the pistol is the Halo 3 pistol with the animations of the CE Magnum from Halo 5, and I'm sure there's others. I'm not really going to bother speaking about the mechanics of the game because that's been discussed by several other people. I'd recommend Vengeful Vadam for a good breakdown. I would also recommend these videos by Actman and Laper Larden for some of the other problems that I have. I have many other problems, including the re-recording of dialogue that shouldn't have been changed in the first place, as well as the change of the Forerunner architecture, but if I were to make a video with all my thoughts, we could have a 7-hour movie. Before I go, though, I will play the different clips of the re-recorded dialogue to show how different it is.
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them. Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them. The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here. The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here. My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside. My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside. Don't let them lock the doors. Don't let them lock the doors. Interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo subsystems. They've locked the doors, and we don't have enough firepower to get through them. Interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems. We need to find the security override to get this door open.
Okay, I actually have to talk about this last one, because not only did they change the dialogue completely, the two lines in the remake don't even sound like they belong next to each other. I was going to show more, but if I show any more, then I might as well just show how all the dialogue is different. As I said previously, I have a lot of things to say about it, but I don't really want to make a super long video. I don't have the patience to do the editing, so that's all from me.